Here at the Bulletproof Conference,
Yep.
and you hear the word hack thrown around a lot here.
Like crazy.
People are all about hacking things,
Right.
right? So I'm going to ask you for sleep hacks.
You got it.
Can you give me 3 to 5? I know there's probably many more, because I really want people to walk away from this interview and walk away from our chat to really like a call to action, like something that they can do tonight,
Absolutely,
when they're going to bed, that can significantly change their sleep or their sleep pattern or their...
You got it.
Okay.
So I've actually got 5 steps.
Awesome.
Right?
Of course he does.
Of course I do, right? And so people can start these tonight.
Okay.
This is super actionable.
I love this.
It's going to be great.
Okay.
So step number 1
right.
is to stick to one sleep schedule.
Okay.
So, and what do I mean by that? I don't just mean go to bed at the same time, because sometimes that's not so easy, right? It's Friday night, maybe you want to go out for dinner, go to the movies. I mean wake up at the same time every day, including Saturday morning and Sunday morning.
Oh my God.
I know, that stinks. But let me explain why.
Okay.
If you the wake up time is when you get light into your eyes. That turns off the melatonin faucet in your brain and resets your circadian rhythm every single morning. So if you reset your rhythm at the same time every morning, your body knows when to sleep and when to be awake. You'll find you fall asleep more quickly and you get better quality sleep for the sleep that you're getting. So remember, wake up at the same time every morning, step number 1.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Step number
Got
2,
it.
caffeine. All right? What I want people to do, people don't know this, but caffeine actually has a half-life between 6 and 8 hours.
Okay.
So I ask people to stop caffeine around 2 p.m. That way, by 10 o'clock, most of it's out of their
They're good.
system. They're able to fall asleep. So step 2 is to stop caffeine at 2 p.m.
Okay.
Step number 3 has to do with alcohol. So I love a good glass of wine or a beer with dinner. I don't have any problems with that, even 2. Interesting data, 2 glasses of alcohol will increase your total sleep time by about 14 minutes. But once you hit the 3rd glass, your sleep goes down.
That's right.
Right? So it's really interesting. It seems to be a very distinct tipping point, I guess we could say that. But between 2 and 3, that's where it goes bad. Because remember, there's a really big difference between going to sleep and passing out. We don't like the passing out side, we like the going to sleep side. So step number 3 is to wait 3 hours after your last alcoholic beverage before lights out.
Okay.
It takes your body approximately 1 hour per alcoholic beverage to digest. So if you had 2 glasses of wine and you stopped drinking at 8, by about 10:30, you're good to go.
You're good. Okay, so when they say, have a glass of wine, it's going to help you sleep, so that is true.
Absolutely, it's true.
But if you get to 3, you're done.
You're done. Yeah.
Okay.
You're going overboard
right.
and you're kind of getting into a detrimental
Opposite
effect.
effect. Okay.
Step number 4 has to do with
Okay.
exercise. I know you're big into fitness and exercise. Here's one of the things I tell people all the time is exercise is great, but for some people, exercise can make you more energized and it's hard to go to sleep afterwards.
Right.
So wait 4 hours after your exercise to go to bed.
Okay, are we talking about like super strenuous exercise, or are we talking about like if you're doing a few squats right before bed? Like,
A
is
few
that okay?
squats or something like that before bed is fine.
Okay.
I'm talking like a 20 to 30 minute workout.
Okay, got it.
Right?
Because some people
Yeah.
do like to work out
Which is fine.
later in the evening.
Which is
Okay.
fine. But I want them to stay 4 hours, no exercise. Because what happens is your body gets all jazzed up and then it's hard to fall asleep because your
course.
body is tense and ready to roll.
Okay.
Last step number 5, is to get 15 minutes of sunlight every morning.
I love this.
It's great. It's awesome. First of all, you can get outside, get some fresh air, which is
Yes.
key. And you need to do this within 30 minutes of waking up.
Okay.
Within 30 minutes of waking up, get 15 minutes of sunlight. And I'm not saying stare at the sun. I'm just saying be outside, have your glass of water, read the paper, walk the dog, whatever it is that you want to do. But that sunlight gets into the optic nerve and turns off that melatonin faucet again. And that's really what we want to have happen in the
Okay,
morning.
so if you're outside, a lot of people do this, so I'm just going to ask for everyone,
Yep.
no sunglasses.
No sunglasses.
Okay, because you want it to get in your eyes.
Right.
And no sunscreen.
You don't need sunscreen for 15 minutes.
No, you don't.
You don't.
Okay.
So there we go. So let's review for everybody.
Okay.
Step number 1 is wake up at the same time, one time every day, including the weekends.
Right.
Step number 2, stop caffeine by 2 p.m.
Okay.
Step number 3, stop alcohol 3 hours before bed. Step number 4, stop exercise 4 hours before bed. And step number 5 is get 15 minutes of sunlight every morning.
High five. He rocks. Okay.